Oh my god. So her recording ended and then her phone died. And then her laptop died.
Oh no, she's gone. She's back.
Village Kids.
Hello, welcome to Village Kids, a podcast hosted by four childhood best friends. My name is Erin.
I'm Annika.
I'm Julia.
And I'm Marga.
So, welcome to our very first episode for 2021. Woo! Excitement, guys. Come on.
2020 is over.
Distracted by Marga's skin. I'm just staring at her.
The way the light
Glowing.
bounces.
So
off of
last
the
episode
screen
it was
now.
you, Erin.
Julia,
I
a
can turn
moment
it up,
is
you know.
Annika, you're
I'm
going next.
competitive.
coming up.
Ooh,
I'm
she's turning her
competitive.
light on.
Disclaimer, we're recording on a weird day and we're just trying to make do because it's year end, guys, and we're actually pretty busy. Schedules are pretty tight. So we're trying to
deliverables.
we're trying to record as quickly as we can. So yeah. Oh, let us know, by the way, if you like shorter episodes or long ones where we go like really in depth.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Anyway, moving on to today's topic, we are going to talk about New Year's resolutions.
Oh my gosh.
It's the new year.
Annika, what were you thinking during your shower?
Oh, I
Did
tried.
it come to you?
It maybe did. We'll see if it comes back to me now. Like as soon as you press start, oh my gosh, really, like the thoughts disappear. We'll see.
Same.
Just let it flow.
I just heard about the questions like when I pressed the what do you call this? The Zoom link. I'm like, oh, what are we talking about today?
Are we talking like deep intentions or like things that we want to do, like activity wise?
I think anything is fine.
Are we going deep end of the pool or the shallow end first? Like,
we can start shallow.
Are you asking these questions to like deflect?
I'm just trying to get
I
some
see
words
you.
in while I process.
I feel like we can start shallow. Things that you want to work on, maybe like doing exercise or maybe starting that skincare diet of sorts. I don't know.
Skincare diet.
I need all that.
Oh, I've never heard of that before.
Well, to do skincare diet, you need to do skincare to begin with.
Me.
I think for me, I just want to be more purposeful with like whatever I decide to do, whether that be what I consume as an individual, like for example, skincare that I buy, like thing that I decide to order. And then if it's about more of the things that I want to add as well, if I want to subscribe to something, will it actually be of use to me, or is it just something that I feel I need but I won't actually use? So I kind of try to reflect on that, especially now that I'm more in control of my money. I earn my money, so I try as much as possible to actually look at where my money is going. And I think I'm trying to take cues as well from Julia and Erin. They've been at this for quite some time already, out in the workforce. And so their ideas of how they want to set aside funds, like I think earlier in the past few episodes, Julia mentioned that she wanted to have a Christmas fund. And I think she did for this year. And I think that's such a brilliant idea. I think those are things that I want to definitely reflect on in the next few weeks. And hopefully I'll be able to decide what type of budgets I want to put into play next year. We'll see.
That's fun,
yeah,
dude.
Definitely.
That's gonna be so fun. I swear.
Yeah.
I got so addicted.
Well, I'm excited, I guess.
Yeah, dude. I
The
keep
same.
bugging Erin, like, dude, what do I do with this? And
After you told us about your Christmas fund, like the day after, I like got hardcore into budgeting, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is how much I've been spending in the past for Christmas. Like,
yeah.
it's so
makes
budget,
you so aware.
yeah. And I've been trying to keep
It's
track of like, oh, am I
crazy.
like with my current spending, am I meeting that budget or am I surpassing it? And yeah, it's just good. That's really
Yeah.
such a good tip to keep in mind. Just to set a goal so that I know like to keep track.
What are things that you kind of want to work on? I feel like you guys kind of have the budget stuff, like financially anyway. You guys are pretty on top of those. So like what are other things that you kind of want to work on?
I think for me it's just like more of conscious living. I got okay, because I read this post on Instagram about like the Philippines, or was it Manila, sinking in 2050. And I'm like, what?
Thinking?
Yeah, like Manila is gonna sink in a couple of years. Oh my gosh, I remember like
underwater.
yeah,
Okay.
like we're losing islands slowly.
Oh my gosh.
And then I'm like, oh my gosh, 2050. Am I still alive then? And I was like calculating on my age. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm still alive. And I'm like, what can I do?
I feel like that's such a Julia thing to do.
To help? I'm like, oh my gosh, I really have to be more conscious of the things that I use, the things that I do. Like, there's a lot of alternatives na, no? Like, there's, what do you call this? Cotton buds. There's like reusable ones that you could just
the swab one, like the last swab that you'll ever have.
Yeah, and then you just clean it
With
with
the
like just a little bit of soap and then water. And then there's cotton pads.
Cotton pads, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like reusable ones now. And I'm like, oh, this is actually fun, you know?
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah, just trying to change my lifestyle a little bit to be more intentional of the things. Same with Marga, to be more intentional about the things I buy and the things I consume.
Any other intentions not regarding consciousness? Conscious living.
Conscious
Actually,
living
okay.
and sustainable lifestyle.
Agree.
Piggybacking on like conscious living and just being more aware, like
Yeah.
I think one of the intentions that I want to set for the new year is being more present, and that would include maybe like meditating in the morning. And I remember always thinking like there was a right way to meditate, and that a lot of the time I wasn't actually feeling it when I'd like be meditating for 5 minutes straight because my mind would wander somewhere. But I'm starting to realize that like, no, it's just, I think the habit of taking 5 minutes in the morning to just pause and to just allow myself to just not necessarily have no thoughts at all, but like just allow myself to like use that time to introspect and just to get grounded in the morning. Yeah. And another thing that I want to do to be more aware and present is to lessen my phone use. And something that I'm
Same.
wanting to do, that I'm trying to see if it works, is instead of using my phone to fall asleep, because that's a really bad habit that I've picked up, I think, in the last few years, that I want to tire my eyes out by using my phone until like 1 a.m. I find myself like 3 hours later, I'm still awake.
Yeah.
So instead of doing that, I want to pick up a book at night, because I find that that puts me to sleep faster. And at least like I'm learning something, even if it's like passively. And I found that it helps me fall asleep in like an hour tops. And I'm using my phone a lot less. So that's something I want to carry on in the new year.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave socials again. Bye.
Are we even surprised still at this point?
I know. I don't think anyone's is surprised at this point. All of my friends are like, I'm just gonna text you because I don't know if you're on socials. Like, yeah.
No, but in
I'll email
fairness,
you.
like a cleanse is always good.
Yeah.
Like it definitely reorients yourself towards whatever you have on your plate at that time. Some people give it up for days, sometimes months. For Julia, it's just sporadic. But definitely, I agree. Everyone needs a cleanse from time to time from socials, whether it be like one platform at a time, or if you're like Julia, you'll just get off everything. And
and then make a dozen accounts after.
Yeah.
Just a new Julia follows you on Instagram again.
When Instagrammer on the messages turns into an actual name, I'm like, oh, she's back.
Yeah. How about exercise goals? Is anyone like
I have to
targeting that?
exercise more
Oh,
for
really?
sure.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
I guess my
I-
big intention moving into the new year would have to be related to physical because I hurt my back this year
Yeah.
exercising. So
Yeah,
I
how are
have
you?
I went to PT finally
PT.
and yeah, trying to
What
get that
happened?
fixed. You
But it's
know,
not
it's not
anything
bad.
serious.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just have to work on my back muscles and glutes and stuff. So yeah, try maybe okay. Moving into the new year, it's more of fixing, like rehabilitating my back, and maybe I'd want to do some more yoga and cardio because I hate cardio and yoga. I just want to do more of.
I think what I want to do also is this is not an okay. I'm not. Don't keep this. Don't use this against me in the future. But I kind of want to do more things like golf or like
Mm,
do more activities like camp again. I don't know. Just
camp?
do something.
You?
I went. You didn't know I went to like an astro camp with my
I did
friends.
Yeah,
that.
she saw the
Okay.
stars.
Yeah, that was so pretty. And Saturn.
What?
It was
Wow.
yeah.
I just can't
You were
put
supposed to see the Milky Way
Julia
that night, but it didn't
and camping
appear.
together.
That was a
The
bit jarring
bathroom was
also
a
from
struggle,
golf.
man.
These are all under the sun, guys. Until
But it was so fun. I want to do it with you guys next time when Annika's here or when we visit
I'd
her.
love to camp. Yeah, come here. I feel like this is the
Yeah,
place
I
to
think it's
camp.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
won't be so hot.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm gonna be
We
freezing.
can
I love
For once.
glam.
we can make our own charcuterie board, glamping.
it. Yeah, and s'mores, hot cocoa.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is why I'm fat. I think of the food.
Is this camping or glamping?
We're gonna have some cheese fondue.
Oh, yum.
I actually was listening to a coworker mention that when we look at our activities, it's good to have like a balance. That we have the consumptive activities and we have the creative activities, and it's key to have this in order to just keep sane. There, I was kind of reflecting on that idea because I was just like, I think all of my activities are consumptive, like watching Netflix, ordering things, and all of that. Just I wasn't able to really like say what do I really create. And I guess this podcast is a creative thing,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah. But I feel like definitely moving on to 2021, I want to try tapping back into more creative activities, whether that be music, I don't know, or art related. Because definitely growing up, we did so many of those activities, and I feel like I just lost touch of those.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Like, um, I feel like especially in college, I didn't do as much like creative things. But I feel like after a while, like you lose practice and it doesn't become something
Yeah.
that I feel I crave. But this year, when like my schedule was so empty, I definitely felt that yearning to like create, and I didn't know how or how to start. And yeah, that's definitely also something that I wanna try to practice more in the new year. One creative thing that I want to finally do is like I want to really learn an instrument na
Do
this
it.
year. Yeah, like this year
I
I thought it was going to
agree.
be the ukulele. I was like,
Yeah.
and after a few weeks of that, I'm like, no, maybe it's not maybe music's not for me. But then I feel like, okay, maybe it's not the ukulele, maybe it could be something else. And at home, we actually have a piano.
What?
So
Yeah.
no one in our house plays the piano. So I'm
Try
gonna
it.
try and learn. Yeah.
Yeah. I think piano would be great. Honestly, if there's any instrument that I would want to learn, I actually almost bought a piano last 12/12,
Oh my gosh.
like the keyboard.
Yeah. No, but it's really
Stop
fun.
you. Do you play,
Um,
Jules?
A little
She
lang.
does. Julia plays. Growing up, she played a bunch like when we'd visit her house.
Yeah, because I know my
Actually.
parents got me like a piano teacher. But I stopped because I wouldn't wake up.
Marilyn?
What?
Was it teacher Marilyn?
I have no idea what her name was. I wouldn't wake up, so I stopped going. Because she would come in the morning. I don't wake up in the morning.
Did she have short hair and glasses?
Yes, yes.
Oh my god, that's teacher Marilyn. Yeah, same. We also
She's
did not
strict,
get
no?
yeah, she's strict.
You
Like
have
she wanted me to
piano?
learn Paraiso. Have you heard of that song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
And I was like,
Did
no,
she
I
put
wanna
like
learn The
balls
Little Mermaid.
here?
No, we didn't even
Cute.
get to that level. Cause after a few sessions, I was like, I don't want to learn Paraiso. Not listening to me.
Oh my gosh. I think we were like almost like a week or 2 weeks till the recital and then I just stopped.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I still have all the notes. It's still downstairs.
I felt that a
Maybe it's
couple
like
of
riding
times
a
in
bike. You'll get back to
quarantine.
it.
I did play the
Maybe.
piano too because I was like, let's try this
Oh.
again.
Really?
I
Yeah,
never
because I
knew
also
you
had a
played the
piano teacher.
piano.
I
had
knew
one
you played.
too. You know, it's just a Chinese parent
So
thing.
you
to
all
do.
played piano.
See, that's the thing. Like,
That's
I
so
feel
true.
like when I moved here, my school was predominantly like Asian. Everyone knew how to play. Like, so many people knew how to play the piano. If not the piano, then some other
Violin.
violin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd be the only one
That's such an
without my
Asian
hand
thing.
raised in the class
Yeah.
when they asked that question. So I'm just like, no, I think besides feeling like it's something that I need to do, I also just want to understand like the language of music that I cannot relate to at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Gets, yeah.
I think Attica went into a lot of baking, so I think that's very creative in the sense of like
Yeah.
an activity.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you did so much, from macarons to banana bread to
To sourdough.
sourdough.
Yeah. I think baking is also something creative that I think I got into this year. Just improvising and doing something outside of a structure
Mm-hmm.
is something I think fulfilling creatively, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I had Erin's hobby room.
That's just in my
hobby
mind,
room.
Jules.
Yeah, exactly. Your future hobby room. I need it right now.
Oh my gosh, if we had one, we could share it.
Dude, I'm gonna be there every day.
What about learning goals? You have like learning goals?
Yeah.
Achievement
Oh
goals?
my gosh. I don't even know where to start. I gotta learn. I have a lot to learn. I want to learn more about social impact and social strategies. Because if I want to be a social entrepreneur, might as well, start learning now. Because it's
Yeah.
going to be a long time from now. I ain't got no money right now, so I'm going to start learning. I think that's the main thing I want to learn this year. Corporate social responsibility. That's it.
I
feel
support.
For me, I don't know what I want to learn yet, but definitely I want to learn something, just to offset all of the learning I didn't get to do
Yeah.
in 2020. I'm more of a, go with it kind of person. Like, I'm not a resolutions kind of
Yeah.
person. I just,
Same.
if I find a goal in the middle of the year, I'm like, go for it,
Mhm.
I was the same before, not wanting to set any resolutions because I feel like that only sets an expectation and like
Mm-hmm.
need to fulfill it no matter what. If I don't meet it, then I feel like I've failed or whatever. So I try not to and I go with the
Mm-hmm.
flow. But going back to Julia talking about that Christmas fund that she had and like doing budgeting, it made me realize how important it was, at least for me, to set goals
Mm-hmm.
rather than just like float around, at least for myself, because I feel
Yeah.
like I thrive better pala with like structure and like things that I have to meet so that I know
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, I did it. I can check that off of my list. And so
Yeah.
this year is actually the first time that I'm going to try and set resolutions for the first time in like 5 years.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Excited for you. Dude,
I
let's talk about budget
agree.
sometime. I want to
Game,
hear
game.
Sure,
Oh
sure.
my gosh. I definitely agree with Annika. I think growing up, I was the type as well to be more go with the flow. If I were to put a resolution, it would be because I was asked to. My
Aaron.
mom always was so big on, oh, you have to come up with your sacrifice or like what you want to do for the year. And I was just like, what? Again? We have a Lenten sacrifice and now we're going to think of a New
Again.
Year sacrifice. No, like, I mean, I just thought of it as something I was obligated to do. But then I think similar to Annika, there were just certain events that had happened in my life in the last few years that I realized I definitely look for structure, especially in times like these where you're just really uncertain about certain things. So you kind of grasp onto things that you can control. And
Mhm.
I think it's the Little Prince, and it was mentioned in Princess Switch. What is a goal without a plan? You know,
Yes.
because a
Amen.
Yes.
goal, a goal
Taking
without a
those
plan is just
lessons.
a wish.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Copyright it.
Okay. Copyrighted.
Dang.
That's the Little Prince. Okay. No, but no, but for reals, I think for me, I am the type of person where I need to put in these goals just because it's so important for me to be able to see the next how many years, and I kind of break it down
Mm.
from the more abstract, bigger goals to the more medium term and short term goals. So you mentioned earlier learning goals, and something that I really am going to be working on this year or next year is working on the GRE and getting a good grade on that, which is the exam for grad school abroad. And that's just something that I know is going to be a long term thing. It's going to be probably 3 months to 6 months of just studying for it while I will be working. And I guess that's something that I'm mentally preparing for myself for, where I have to prep not only in that regard, but also how I'm gonna do it. So it's gonna be a lot of planning, and I guess I love that. I thrive in that because it makes me feel like I've got my shiz together,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
very
Getcha.
important to me. I don't want to like feel that I don't know what I'm doing and I don't know where I'm going. And
Mm-hmm.
of course, no one really knows. So many things like Corona can happen,
Yeah.
but it's nice to have that plan A and plan B and C and D and E ready. So yeah,
Yeah.
planning.
And I think goal setting is like you said, it's important for creating a plan and feeling like secure in that plan if you're that type of person. And also like I think being able to set a goal allows you to be able to like celebrate the win when you achieve it and you can look back and say like,
Yeah.
okay, I did it.
And
Like,
check it off
and
your
I think that's so
bujo.
important. Yeah. Oh, that
Oh my
satisfaction you're
gosh,
talking
speaking
about,
of
Jules.
Bujo, I think moving into 2021, I'm gonna start trying.
Woo!
You guys got me into it. You guys got me interested. So then,
It's so fun.
yeah, one time I just searched on YouTube how to Bujo, and then just so many things popped up, like all of these flip throughs.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I live for flip throughs.
I was
I
like,
saw those.
world I never knew about.
People are so creative though. Like it's so
Yeah.
pretty.
It's so
And I'm like,
intense. grabe.
yeah. But mine's super simple
I
now.
never thought.
Same. I feel like
It's
I've
so crazy. I never
transitioned.
thought people would do that. Those whole Dutch doors type of thing.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
because I also, when I heard you guys got into it, I also watched videos just because that's in my nature to consume a lot of content that I may not need in life. And so it was very interesting. There are a lot of videos, and I agree, they're so creative and intense, but I feel like that's really up your alley. A lot of you, all of you, are very talented and creative, and I feel like that's really interesting. I don't know if I'd be the type of person to get into that just because I feel like
I
I
think you're
can't
more
trust my
techie.
handwriting.
That's
No,
so
but
true.
you're more
Yeah.
techie.
You'd have
You
like
could
a
do
virtual
so
Bujo.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially with your iPad. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you.
All your note taking on your iPad. I've watched videos. Oh, I'm excited for you too.
Same. Are you gonna buy like there's this what do you call this screen protector thing that feels like paper when you
The
write on it?
paper
Oh my
like.
Paper like.
gosh.
So excited for you.
I feel
You too, you too.
we're gonna have a thumbnail upgrade this year.
Get ready.
Okay. So, I guess it was really nice hearing everyone's learning goals and what our intentions are for the new year, whether it be like small or big, or things that we've already started on this year and that we want to build up on next year. I think one thing's for sure, like we're all really looking forward to next year and what that could hold, whether we are the types to do New Year's resolutions or not. I think it's really good to set time, even like this, to just share what your hopes are for the next year. And it's fun to. I look forward to looking back on this video next year at this time and just seeing, how far we've come and just being able to celebrate that with all of you. So I'm really glad that we do this, and thank you to everyone who's listening right now. Happy New Year.
Happy New
Happy
Year.
New Year.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye guys. Love you. Mwah.
Bye.
Bye. Upload your stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I'll do that now.
Wow, that's great. 36 minutes. Wow.
Yeah.